Hey there YouTube, Crit here, back again with another episode of Let's Play Monster Hunter Generations. I believe this is episode 9. We're going to start off by upgrading my sword and shield with the sharp claws that we got last... Wow, we got 13 sharp claws from that quest. What do we need? Beelite or small hermitor shells. Okay, and insects. Or we could go for an upgrade already and grab the Velocidrome bait, which I'm actually gonna hold off on. Just gonna stick to the petrified sword for now. I want to upgrade it all the way, see what all the paths are, and choose one at the end. So, what shall we slay? Actually, let's check the armor. I'm gonna see what parts of the armor that I'm gonna make I can already make. Attack -5, holy hell. Okay, I need to fight a Bulldrake for that one. I can make the Jaggy forward, so I'll do that. And I've already made the arms, I believe, so can I make the Jaggy mail? Okay, yeah, I can make the Jaggy mail, and that will give me attack up S. And I don't believe I can make the... Bulldrake cap just yet, so we'll hold off on that until I can. Felt a sneeze coming on. Turns out it was a blank. Okay, so we need some more Bulldrake parts, and I believe the only Bulldrake quest is one I've already done, so I'm gonna do that off screen, basically. So let's actually see what we got. Let's slay with the Rhinopolis. Rhinopolis. My bags should be fine. So, as for Beelite ore, I do actually know where that's from, so it's one of those tidbits of information that I've gathered while talking to a few of my friends. It's in the deserted island area, which I believe requires us to get to Freestar. So, at some point, we shall do that. Although I would like to... Well, I don't mind jumping to Freestar. Eventually I'm going to have to do all the 2-star quests anyway, so doing them all before going to Freestar isn't necessarily a bad idea in my mind. I am curious where the Rhinopolis is going to be. Oh, there's one. There's two. They could put a lot of monsters in this area. That actually slightly worries me, given how the AI can behave. Because from what I can tell, all the, whenever I do end up with drop frames on Monster Hunter, it's usually because of AI based, which usually comes down to either the AI is doing too many calculations for the CPU, or there's too many AIs on at once. And if you put too much stuff in this area, then this area would have a fairly large issue with that. So we'll check 5, 8, 7, I guess. could have swore I just saw something charge. It was just a Macau running. Okay, let's check 8. So yeah, what I'll actually do is I will make the Baldrim head and legs between episodes because I can farm Baldrim off screen, as I've already shown it. And damn, these Rhinopolis aren't in many of the areas at all. Well, down to area 9, I guess. I'm actually wondering what quest I could possibly have left that's a key quest. Unless I have to do the cat one. The parallel one. There's actually an attack in the X combo for the Sword and Shield that now applies Dizzy. Or KO, or stun, or whatever you want to call that ailment. I've heard it mostly called Dizzy, so that's what I tend to go with. But yeah, I'm surprised that one of the attacks in the X combo, which is actually a hit with the sword, applies it, because it seemed like a slash rather than a hit from the side of the sword or hit from the shield. And the only area I haven't been to is free, so if there aren't any in free, then I'm kind of confused as to where they all are. Yeah, here they are. They got pretty thick skulls. Also, they're a herbivore that drops Monster Bone M, so if anyone actually needs Monster Bone M before you slay a big monster that gives it, which was the case in a few old games by farming the herbivores in the desert, you'd be able to get the Monster Bone M to make a weapon that you could make, that basically allowed you to make it before the recommended time of making it, which made a little bit of the game easier. I believe it was one of the bone katanas. I'm fairly confident it was one of the bone katanas. There was also some other stuff like making the Wyvern Blade, the Fire Wyvern Blade. You could make that before you even met any of the rafts. Actually, you could make it before fighting Kazu, along with Jin, the Sword and Shield. You could make that before fighting Kazu because of Trenya and his boat. If you sent him to, I can't actually remember where you had to send him to, but if you sent him to a certain place with enough points, then he would bring back Fire Wyvern Fluid, which was the part that you actually needed to make those swords. And then actually to upgrade them you needed Rathalos parts. So this is why I like having gathering kits. I just got random earth crystals and mechalite ore without even mining myself. Okay, so let's take a look at whatever quests there are to do. Eventually we're gonna have cleared all of the key quests without meaning to. I don't actually know the accounting thing. I don't know if that's something. I think that's just gathering, but you have to gather account items in order to actually complete it. Which I don't know if... I'll probably do like one episode of those at some point. Oh, here might be a reason I don't have... We'll do Cephadrome next episode. For now. Yeah, that would be a pretty good reason as to why I don't have the urgent quest unlocked, Cephadrim. But yeah, we'll fight him next episode. That fight can go on really long when you don't have a load of sonic bombs, so I want to have a whole episode as a buffer for the length of that fight. And also I'd rather finish my armor set before running into a big monster. So I'm actually wondering if I've got everything I need for the attack jewels on this character. Because I believe I showed off where to gather the mate seeds, which is the main hard bit to gather from them. And if I have, then once I complete the set I will have attack up large, which for those who aren't aware gives you plus 20 attack. Because everything now just uses the base system, because all the starting weapons have 60 and then upgrade to 80, etc. They're not based on their multipliers anymore. So if this sword and shield's got about 90 attack, so attack up large increases that to 110, which is more than a 20% increase. It's closer to about 25%. So obviously it's not quite 25% because that would be from 80 to 100. Ah, these are the guys I was talking about. These are the guys that you farmed in 2nd gen for their medium monster bones early on in the game. It was a pretty rare drop. They mostly dropped small and raw meat, but they dropped medium. I remember just going in and out of Area 7 trying to get them to drop the monster bone. I wonder if there are actually any in Area 2 that I just completely skipped by. This is just getting pre-filled. I'm not gathering quite as much as I normally would running through these zones because of recording time constraints. If I was just playing this on my own, I'd be literally gathering every node. Same as if I was streaming it. Yeah, I don't know why I just didn't run straight to this area. I knew there were Hermitors here. Just I know Monster Hunter has a tendency to change where monsters are based on the quest. Yeah, gathering cats are the best in my opinion. They just run off when you're slaying small monsters and randomly start gathering. If only there was like a trait you could get that made them gather over fighting small monsters. Maybe large only would have that effect. Okay, I'm actually going to go to Area 2 because I think I might have just ran past a bunch there. So, Hermitors and Blangos, drop your small claws. It seems that you get a lot more from Blangos though. I used Hermitors on my other character, and I got like 4 off of a guild quest that had us kill a load of Hermitors. I thought that was the Cephadrim for a second then. No, it's just the Cephalus. Yeah, that attack. I'm confused why that attack stun applies Dizzy. It looks like I'm just doing a swing from up above. I'm wondering how often these guys drop pacing livers. Oh god, they have fins. And liver. Although, normally he wouldn't have come out of ground in the older games, so unless I forced him to. Either by bombing his fin or by sonic bombing him. So the fact that he was out of the ground straight away, maybe the Piscine Liver quest won't be as bad. Maybe. I'm really not looking forward to it. I have bad memories of that quest. It's also one of the ones that I would do at the start of an episode rather than the end of an episode because it has the potential to drag on really long. Same with a Golden Fish quest, that would probably have its own dedicated episode. But fortunately there doesn't appear to be one. I actually got a lot in the reward for just killing 5. Yeah, and in that I got 1270 Waikanomi points, which would be enough to clear the 1000 quest. Apologies. So, let's actually check the decorations. Forge. Attack Jewel 1. I have everything I need to make 4 of these. So I'm gonna do so. And then I can set 1 in there. 1 in there. Wait. I guess I can set 1 in there if I can. If that 1 gives me attack medium, I can. No, it won't, so. There we go. Now I've got the attack jewels set up, I just need the Bulldrum stuff. So, seeing as we've actually got a slight weapon upgrade and a gear upgrade, should we have a re-go at Bulldrum? Or should we deliver some berries, or... It seems like a lot of delivery stuff is going to happen. Yeah, there's a lot of delivery stuff, so... For now, I'm just going to see how quick we can kill a Bulldrum. As sort of a, I guess, measurement of progress. Just see how quick this thing dies compared to when I tried using... I think I tried using Aerial Greatsword on it. That was a terrible idea. Not Aerial Greatsword, Aerial Longsword. As it turns out, you can actually use the full Spirit combo in the air if you've got enough charge. So... I'll actually drink a hot drink down here so that we can take the 2 out the box. Gotta maximize Zenny somehow. Ignoring the fact that this game seems to completely dump Zenny on you. Like, I have consistently been above 20k for the past little while. Even like buying armor, upgrading weapons, buying jewels. Just seems to completely dump all of it on you. So, I can't remember what our last time was for a Bulldrum. I remember fighting it in episode... Yeah, it was the episode where I did the Gaia Parade then the Bulldrum, so it didn't take that long the first time around. So, let's see just how quick it is this time. Probably hindered a little bit by the fact that I am not very good at the Sword and Shield. Then again, to say I was good at a longsword would be a stretch to begin with. Okay, I got lucky there. Oh, god damn it. They can charge for each other. I didn't think that would happen. I thought he would just kind of get stopped by the Bulldrum's hitbox. I guess it doesn't work like that. Yeah, I don't know if I've got the time to start doing the infinite combo. Yeah, especially not if he starts instant charging. I've definitely not got the time. So I'm gonna miss out on those big hits, those charge hits. All his moves just seem to have like... I ranted a little bit about this when I saw him, about how they've kind of made him go against all their design philosophy. Like, a lot of his moves don't actually have tailing animation, which is, I guess, fine because they're really weak, but it's kind of annoying that they design something that's against their own design philosophy. I hate when I see companies do that. Oh god, is he just gonna flail now? Yep, he's just gonna flail. It doesn't even... It always seems to be towards the direction I am at. Oh no, he's just alternating. I'm curious why they give you flash bombs for this guy then, because that seems like a really... Seems like it's a bad idea to be around him when he's flailing. And that's all he does in a flash bomb. Man. I don't know, this guy just... I don't know why they would design him like this. Just instant charges everywhere. It's not necessarily like makes it instantly a bad monster, it just makes it unenjoyable. The fact that he can change his momentums, like he can insta-stop and choose a new direction and instantly go back to full speed, is... Well, let's put it this way, against the rules of physics. As well as kind of bad design. I don't know, he was boring before, they kind of tried to spice him up. I guess you can't really spice up a monster that's only got a charge without making it kind of stupid. I don't know, I feel like they could have done more with the others. Done more with his tusks as like close range weapons. All he's kind of really got is like a stumpy thing where he flails around and a charge. And then an instant charge, and then a charge where he stops halfway and changes direction on the spot. Yeah. I don't know. It seems like 2 out of his 4 moves are against design. Because this game has tried to stay somewhat realistic to physics. Admittedly, there's some debate about that with Aerial Greatsword, considering the Greatsword's supposed to be really heavy. And Aerial Hammer and stuff, like jumping up in the air with this massive metal in your hands. Seems like they're kind of going away from the whole physics thing. But still, at least with the monsters, they looked like they tried to keep to it. Where the hell did he get a paintball from? Not that I'm complaining. But yeah, I think that was quite quick, because that was only like a 3-minute or 2.5 to 3-minute fight. I don't know, I've fought quite a lot of monsters in this game so far. He's the only one I just get flat out. Like, the sheer fight frustrates me. And I just realized... Oh, luckily it's not picked up on OBS. I just realized my cursor's been on the screen the whole time. And it's not picked up by OBS. Anyway, let's see what gear I can make. I can make the bull drum cap, which is required. So, equip that. And... can't make the bull... I need to fight a bull drum off camera, and I can make the bull drum greaves. So let's put the decoration in the helm. Now we should have attack medium. Yep. And after getting the legs, we should get attack large. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And hope to see you next time. And have a good hunt.